Dear students, good evening. Welcome back. We have discussed all the theoretical discussion about time value of money, the discounted cash flow, all the required discussions like single period, multi period, calculating time, calculating rate, then the frequency, the compounding, the annual percentage rate, effective annual rate. Then we have calculated about the annuity, fixed annuity, growing annuity, fixed perpetuity, growing perpetuity. Thereafter, we have seen the pure discount loan, interest only loan, amortization loan. After completion of the discussion, theoretical part and the financial calculator part, now it is the turn for spreadsheet calculation. Let us do it. The first question is example 4.3, that is interest on interest. What is this? The number of periods is calculated. Before starting this exercise, let me explain you. Whichever is written in the blue font, that is the given data. Whichever is given in the blue font is the given data. And whatever is given in your spreadsheet in the white range, it is being given a paint of white. That is the range where you need to insert the formula. So that's why I painted that in white. Just you give equal sign and insert the formula. Then you will get the answer. Let us start it. Here the first question is, Su Pyung-koo has made the following deposit at the First National Bank of Kent. So how much will she have at the end of her savings period? Savings period is 5 years. Initial investment she made is $500. Rate of interest is 7%. Here nothing is mentioned, so we will take it as compounding interest. What will be the formula? The formula for compounding interest in the time value of money is present value multiplied by 1 plus r to the power t. Do with me, is equal to present value, that is 500, multiplied by bracket start 1 plus rate of return or rate of interest to the power n. N is 5 years. Enter. You will get the future value. I hope you have received the future value. This is the straight using the formula. If we are using the formula, there is no point of using the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet has inbuilt functions, but it is future value function is there in the spreadsheet, which you can calculate here, is equal to future value. Click here, future value. What is asking? Rate 7%, number of periods 5, PMT. The PMT is not in between, she is not making any payment, so put it another comma. Present value 500 and bracket close, enter. 701.28. You see, here we have not used any kind of future value formula. We have not used. What we have done, we have simply calculated the inbuilt time value table function in the Excel spreadsheet. One is we used the formula of time value of money. The second is we used the Excel inbuilt function. Now let us understand, this is calculation of future value is done. Now take, for example, we can calculate the present value also, is equal to, there is a function in the Excel called present value. Click there, asking rate, put the rate, comma, asking the number of period 5, comma, asking the payment, you don't have initial in between, no payment, so just put it comma so that Excel will understand. And future value is 701. Future value is 701. Enter. See, 500 is the present value. Same, for example, number of period also you can calculate using NPER. It is asking the rate 7%. PMT we don't have, so comma. Present value 500. Future value 701. Enter the number. Okay. And PER rate is 7%. PMT is nothing. PV is, where is this? Yeah. Future value is this. Enter. 5. See? So, similarly, you can calculate the interest rate also. There is a function called rate function. Click there. Rate. It is asking NPER, number of periods. Payment, nothing, so just put another comma. Present value, present value minus 500 and future value 701. Bracket close. 7%. So all these calculations, whatever you have done, put it in the red font. So that these are the calculations you have done using the inbuilt spreadsheet function. Dear students, we have not used financial calculator here, nor we have used any formula here. We have used here the inbuilt spreadsheet function for calculating future value. First, we have calculated future value using the formula. Future value using the inbuilt function. Then inbuilt function present value. Inbuilt function and number of periods. Inbuilt function the interest rate. Now it is the time for differentiating the simple interest and compound interest. See here, the beginning amount is 500. Interest rate is 10%. Then if beginning amount is 500, simple interest will be how much? 500 multiplied by rate of interest. That is equal to the $D $19 multiplied by $D $20. Why I put it $D why I freezed the row and column? Because this amount simple interest will be same for 5 years. So if I delete all these things, if I am doing for the first time, what I will do? I will calculate this is equal to the principal and investment with F4 multiplied by the interest rate, again F4 and enter. Then simply I will go down and fill it, because the same amount of simple interest year after year we have seen. Now total interest is equal to the money which is paid at the end, that is ending amount, minus beginning amount, that is G25 is the ending amount, C25 is the beginning amount, is equal to total interest. Now total interest minus simple interest is equal to compound interest. In the first year it will be 0, because in the first year total interest is 50, simple interest is 50, so it is 0. But second year, your beginning amount is equal to the ending amount of the first year. The ending amount of the first year is equal to beginning amount of the second year. Simple interest is 50, but the total interest is equal to the ending amount minus beginning amount. 605 minus 550 is equal to 55. 55 minus 5, 55 minus simple interest 50 is equal to $5 is the compounding interest on interest. Same third year, the total interest is 60.5, simple interest is 50, so interest on interest is 10.50. Fourth year, compound interest is 66.55, simple interest is 50, So interest on interest is 16.55. Fifth year, 73.21. Simple interest 50. So interest on interest is 23.21. So in this way, extra amount interest on interest is 55.26. So this way we calculated the simple interest and compound interest. Here amount with simple interest 500 became 550, again 50 600, again 50 650, again 50 700, again 50 750, because simple interest is $50. But compound interest, every year, first year, no extra interest on interest. Second year interest on interest is $5. Third year interest on interest is 15.5, 10.5. Fourth year it is 10 plus 5 is equal to 15.5. Fourth year it will be 32.05 cumulated. Fifth year it will be 55.26. 5 plus 10.5 is equal to 15.5. 15.5 plus 16.5 is equal to 32.05. 32.05 plus 23.21 is equal to 55.26. That's why the future value at the end in compounding is 805, but simple is 750. 750 is equal to 750, the simple interest ending value, plus the interest on interest 55.26 is equal to the 805.26. You can see here 805.26. This way, in a compound interest case, the interest is calculated on the accumulated interest. So interest on interest is calculated, which is known as compound interest. Now, there is a table here where the number of periods are given. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 periods are there, and the rate of interest is given 0%, 5%, 10, 15 and 20%. If interest rate is 0%, what will be the future value at after 0 year, 1, 2, 3, after every period, because the rate of interest is 0, future value is 1 only. If the rate of interest is 5%, then the future value will be after 1 year, after 0 year 1, after 1 year 1.050, like that it goes on increasing. After 10 year at 5%, 1.629 compounding interest. If you are investing $1, rate of interest is 10%, in the 10th year you will get 2.594. If it is 15%, your $1 will become 4.046 after 10 years. If the rate of interest is 20%, your $1 will become 6.192 end of 10 years at 20%. But all these are being calculated how? Using the future value function. Present value present value multiplied by 1 plus r to the power t is equal to future value. But doing this makes no sense. You are in Excel spreadsheet. How you will do it? Very simple. Do with me, please. I think yours is not being done. Kept as blank area. Come there. You can do with me. Here is the blank area. What it is done? Simply delete. You want at 0%, 5%, 10%, 15% and 20%. Periods are 0 to 9, or you can go for up to 10 also, no problem. And here is future value of $1, number of periods is 2, interest rate is 9%. So present value will be 0.8417. How you did it? With the present value function. Present value is equal to the D197, that is the rate, then the number of periods, then payment, no payment in between, so comma, then future value D195. You got the present value. Then go here, click that formula, enter. Next, what you do, simply click the range of data where you want to fill and go to the data. Okay, what if data table, Row input is in the row what you are giving interest rate. Row input is all the interest rate is there in the row. So interest rate is row input. Column input is you are giving periods in the column. So number of periods. Okay. You see all the data you got. You need not do it. Here we calculated the present value. Present value of $1 at 0% after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, like that 9 years. Present value of $1 at 5%, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Same you can calculate the future value also. How you can calculate the future value? Simply present value is 2300, future value is 10. These are the calculation of future value using the this is the number of period. All this we explained already. Just let me explain you the future value table. I'll explain. Then we'll go to the Excel functions. The future value here. Go down completely. This is present value given. You can do it for future value also. Number of periods. Okay. Let us come here and do it here where there is area. Do it here. Okay. Then what is the future value? You write down this is the present value. Present value of $1. Number of periods. Interest rate. Calculate the future value. Future value is equal to, use the future value table, FV, future value function, rate is 9%, NPER, number of periods 2, PMT, there is no in between PMT, and present value is equal to minus 1. Done, enter. Is equal to 1.19. Go to the home, make it currency, more numbers, okay, make it currency, okay, and okay, 2 decimal. Now this is done. What you need to do it? You need to do it like this. This you type, this, copy this, paste here, and copy this. Only you need to do this. Okay. Here number of periods. You can write down number of periods and blank this area. In this area you write down equal to, go to that formula which you have just right now you have written this formula, enter. Normally this should be written in red because any formula you should write in red in this spreadsheet. Okay, now what I have done here, I want this 0%, 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, like that, 25%, 30%, like that. And here I need for 0 to 10 years. But how I will do that? Simply format, okay. So how I will do that? I will click hold the range. Simply see it please. Hold the range. I clicked. I selected the whole range of data where I want to fill. Go to the data. and what if analysis. Go to the data table, and in the row you have to give the row data. Row data, what is there? We need to change the interest rate. We have taken one interest rate here, but we need to change the interest rate. So in the row I will change the interest, and in the column what we have given, number of periods. So here number of periods, in the column where it is given number of periods, enter and OK. You see, all these data are being given here. Go to the number format, home, go to the number format. Okay, see, you can go one more decimal, so that whatever you got here, here he has calculated with formulas. You see, formula, all formulas are given here. Future value is equal to present value 1 plus r. But we have here all formulas are given and values are derived. We have calculated through the inbuilt function of Excel. See, the same answer came. At 0% 1, at 5% 1.629, 1.551, same amount. At 10% 1, then the last one is 2594. Through the data table you can do that. So I hope it is clear. Make more practice. Any problem you can ask me, and let us do some more calculations here. For example, here it is calculated as where is that? Yeah, here the interest rate given, number of periods given, initial investment given, future value is calculated. Very simple. FV function is to be used. FV is equal to the rate. Rate is 12%. Number of periods is 3. Payment, no in between payment, so comma, and present value is 400. You can give it minus, because normally you give the present value, you give the money, enter, so that 561 will come. If you don't put it minus, then that output will be in minus. Whatever you want, you do. If you are not putting present value minus, the future value will be minus. So like that. So here, this is the future value. Similarly, you have the all these data help is given by the author. You can use it if you are having a doubt. Now another question: how much for the island? For example, Peter Manet purchased a Manhattan Island from American Indians. Using the FV function, if the purchase price of the island was invested, how much would that investment be worth today? Purchase price is the present value, interest rate, number of years, future value. Oh my God, he has invested only $24. When? 392 years before. What is the value today? Future value is equal to, again, future value, rate is 10%, NPER 392, payment, no in between payment, present value 24, bracket close. So this is the amount today the value is. That's the time, the value, that is the time value, the power of time. $24 became this much after 392 years. If you give the present value as minus, future value will come as plus. Next is present value of calculation. For example, future value is 10,000, period is 3, rate is 8. Again, let us calculate present value. Present value is equal to present value. The rate is 8%. Number of periods 3. PMT, no PM in between. Future value 10,000. Enter. Present value is 7938. Similarly, here it is a another present value calculation given here, and this is, we have already discussed this. And here is a finding the rate. Rate will be calculated here. Rate is equal to interest rate. For calculating the interest rate, there is an inbuilt function called rate. rate, click there. Then the NPER is number of periods. Then payment, no in between payments. Present value 38,610. Future value 50,000. So which one you have to make minus? Present value will make minus, future value will keep plus. Enter. 9% is the rate of interest. Similarly, here is the number of periods. Number of periods is equal to function is in between, inbuilt function is NPER. Click there. Rate 5%. Payment, in between you are not making any payment, so comma. PV minus, will keep the PV in minus. Future value 10,000 or 10 million, bracket close. Number of period is 30. Similarly, here we have done the calculations with the number of periods, interest rate. You see, for example, present value you are investing $100. It is a different kind of exercise, okay? So what is the question? Question is, you invested $100 today. The rate of return is 8% first year. Spot rate of first year is 8%. Spot rate second year 6%. Third year 10%. Fourth year 15%. Fifth year 11%. Sixth year 9%. What is the future value? Very simple. You can calculate the inbuilt. You can calculate through the time value formula. How? Future value of first year is equal to present value 1 plus r to the power t. Future value of second year is equal to present value end of first year multiplied by 1 plus r to the power t. Like that, every year you calculate. Means it is tedious now, right? So there is an inbuilt function, you can use it. Using the inbuilt function, you can calculate. What is that? There is a function called FV schedule. See, FV schedule, click there, and it is asking principal amount. Principal amount is how much? 100. Then the schedule of interest rates. The schedule of interest rate is from here to here. Bracket close, enter. You got the 175.21. Here is C 175.21. So this is the way we calculate the schedule of different interest rates. So hope it is clear. You can see the other functions like 4.3 also you can see. APR, EAR being calculated. EAR is given. See, APR is given. Compounding periods is given. You can calculate the EAR with the formula effect. So with effect formula, you can easily calculate the EAR. Where is this effect? It asks you a nominal rate, that is the APR, and the compounding is 12. Enter. ER is 26.82%. Same ER is given and APR you have to calculate. How to do that? This is equal to, APR is the nominal rate charged by the bank. So there is a function called nominal in the, where is that? Nominal rate of return in the spreadsheet. Go to the effective rate, comma, number of payments, click APR. Normally, APR is lower than the EAR. EAR is higher than the APR if compounding is multiple times in a year. Maximum APR, EAR can be same, but EAR cannot be lower than APR. So you can do that. Similarly, section 4.4, you can do the present values. Some more calculations are given. And 4.5, loan amortization is given. This is the bank's interest rate. You can have fun seeing this, making practice. So do the kind of practice. The more you make practice, the better you will understand the things and it will be helpful for you. So I hope the spreadsheet is clear. Let me stop the recording here.